Chapter 8, Goals. If you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you. Matthew 17:20. In a world of immediate gratification, we expect to see immediate results and changes. When life doesn't happen the way you want it, or not on the time schedule you want it to be, just remember to be patient and trust your journey and process. Recently, I took a standardized test for my professional career and didn't pass. I'd been studying the best I could with all that we had going on for over 3 months. From moving my father-in-law closer and getting ready for the baby, to finding out that my husband's company would be closing soon, I made getting the proper amount of sleep, eating healthy, and exercising all a priority. In the past, when I have studied for these types of tests, I let something fall by the wayside. This time, being pregnant, I knew that wasn't an option because taking care of myself was the most important task. The owner of the company that I worked for allowed me to study during my working hours, and I was able to study during lunch breaks. I did my best leading up to the test. I set my intention on passing the test. I even said a little prayer before the test results were calculated in front of me on the computer screen at the testing center. Unfortunately, it was not my time to pass the test. This was a lesson, a reminder for me, especially since I had been used to being an achiever and expected to pass. Leading up to the day of the test, the practice test scores were not sufficient to pass, and the testing resource center company typically says to wait to test until your scores reach a certain level. For some reason, I thought I was the exception. Not in this case. So when faced with disappointment and frustration, what should be my next step? Give up? Absolutely not. In life, we all fail and fall. But what matters most is that we pick ourselves up and try again. Whether it's a new recipe that doesn't turn out the way you hoped, setting a new goal to start going to the gym, asking someone on a date, fostering a new business idea, interviewing for a new job or position, or even trying a new sport. People often think that the success curve is straight up and goes to the right. But in reality, it's filled with bumps and detours along the way. So pass over the bump and go through the detour and get back on the path to success and achieving your dreams. Your desire and determination will help you when you come to the bump and detour. Often there is more than one bump or detour along the way. There are usually many. So keep your mind up and keep going. If you quit, you will never know what could have happened. You may have even had to overcome the blood, sweat, and tears of it, sometimes literally. Often you will surprise yourself, so keep going. You're worth it, and your dreams are too. I once heard a podcast about how Jim Carrey visualized seeing himself doing something before he did it. When he was struggling, he wrote a check to himself for $10 million and dated it for a date in the future. By the date on the check, he had earned well over the amount he had written on the check. It is common for athletes and many successful leaders to use visualization to have written goals. Your goals and dreams are important, and you deserve to achieve them too. When it comes to a goal that I have, I start by writing it down. I use the goal in the SMART format. SMART is the mnemonic acronym for specific, measurable, assignable, realistic, and time-related. Created by George T. Doran. I write down daily action steps that I can take to help me get closer day by day to the goal. I have a dry erase board, dream board, on our refrigerator and the wall next to my bathroom sink. I like to complete and achieve, so I cross it off when it's been done. So when I proactively tried to better my health for fertility, I knew I could not control the outcome, but I knew I could control specific factors, sleeping being one of them. So I added getting 8 hours of sleep to my dream board. I knew what time my bedtime was, and I had a reason to stick to it. I would turn my phone ringer off at bedtime to eliminate those distractions. Also add quotes or mantras to my bathroom mirror with sticky notes or even a dry erase marker. Find a space or multiple spaces where you can be free to express yourself in your dreams. Your mind and faith can work together in magical ways to lead you to your dreams. You do have to be willing to put in the effort and work as well. I remember sharing one of my goals and the person laughed because they didn't think the particular goal was possible. But I didn't let that stop me from achieving that goal because I was so passionate about it. And I knew it was extremely bold, but it was possible. So set your goals, put your blinders on, and go for it. Your goals can be related to going to church more often, paying off debt, losing weight, finding your dream job, buying a new house, or anything you desire. Guard your dreams because you deserve them. and you are the key to achieving them. Now that you have written the goals and actions steps to take place, it's time to visualize yourself and see what it's like to achieve the goal. How do you feel? What do you see? What do you hear? What do you smell? Who is with you? When I set the goal to travel 12 times in a year, I wasn't exactly sure how it was going to happen, but I believe it wouldn't have happened if I didn't set the goal. So you have to set your attention first for what you want before the world and the universe can help you get it. I also believe you have to be ready to receive it. Let me explain what I mean. Often I think we fall short of our dreams and our goals because we internally do not believe we can achieve them or that we ultimately deserve them. I know this is an area that I continue to work on. If you ever share your dreams with someone and they aren't supportive or think you are crazy, then it's their beliefs in themselves that is being voiced. When I hear great leaders talk about where they were before and what others thought about their dreams, it resonates with me. Their friends thought they were crazy, and their dreams seemed impossible. If they had listened to the naysayers, they wouldn't be where they are. So, to take other people's opinions with a grain of salt and go forward towards your greatness. To move mountains, the road to your mountaintop will not be straight. It will be bumpy and curved. The road may even stop, and you may have to build your own road and simply go off-roading. So find a way to your dreams and goals. As I am writing this, it's a Friday morning, and I am sitting on the patio at Starbucks writing to you on my iPhone notes section. I realized that for almost 2 years, I've desired for the time freedom that I'm experiencing this moment. I wanted more than the normal weekend off to pursue my dreams. Now my Fridays are my freedom Fridays off work to pursue my dreams. The last 5 years that I've had my new schedule, I have been so much happier, less stressed, and able to share life with you through this book. I love life. It is incredible, and every moment should be cherished. You deserve your outrageously awesome dreams and goals. So set your intention by writing them down with action steps to help you take a step forward. Don't focus on knowing every detail of how it will happen, what others think, or how long it will take. Just focus on today, enjoy your journey, and build deserving belief in yourself. Grind, put the work in, and you will build your dreams. With consistent and focused action comes results, whether it's building your business, shedding unwanted weight, or any other dream. You have to put in the elbow grease and get the dirty work done to reap the rewards. Often the results take time, so patience is needed. I remember when I started my 2.5-year healthy journey after I reached my all-time high weight. I was on the dreaded scale roller coaster up and down. I was working out and eating less. But I was eating what I should, but I hit a wall. I knew I had the dedication to keep going. And when I tried the next program, it was just what my body needed. One of my friends, Bruce, always says that when you give the body what it needs, it will do what it's supposed to. So if I had to quit after the first program I tried, I would have been struggling with trying to lose the sticky 23 pounds, still being exhausted and very toxic. I'm so glad I didn't give up on my desire to be the best version of myself. During my pregnancy, I felt great, and I'm so thankful that the amazing nutrition could also help our baby during and after she was born. When I started, it was easy to compare myself to others' results, but I knew that we were all start from different places, and the variables were all different. So I should focus on my own journey. As I build my network marketing business, I have set audacious goals. I always have a specific time frame that I would like to achieve them, but realize my results are a direct correlation to my actions. I have to take complete responsibility for those results. I cannot blame others for anything. I have daily activities that I set out in order to meet my goals numerically. If I miss a day or two, I have to realize that it will impact my business results. It is important that the daily actions are items that directly impact the business and recognize the unproductive or unpaid activities. For instance, email, TV, social media scrolling, internet surfing are time consuming and can be a distraction. So hold yourself accountable to completing your daily productive actions before switching over to unproductive and unpaid activities. Take one step at a time. When working toward a goal, it's important to take one step at a time. Often we get ahead of ourselves and try to get to the next result, when the journey is to get there is where the joy can come from. I think often we give up before we even give our goals a real chance. The self-sabotage of thinking we don't deserve to look, be, or have in our life. When making a lifestyle change, I've experienced this myself and with clients. We think other people deserve to be fit and look good, while sending our brain negative thoughts full of sabotage. It is normal to experience resistance and fear. It can come in many different ways. Often people make negative comments or share their negative opinions because they are, in a sense, jealous and would rather see themselves succeed. It's often hard for those around us to accept the new version of you. So they may try saying words that make us second guess what we are working toward or why we are even doing it. That's why it's so important to have unshakable belief that you can and will achieve or do anything you put your mind to. No one is going to make your dreams come true for you. It is your job to get up every day and work toward the things that are the deepest in your heart. It is even more important that you deserve the new version of you. I remember when I started my healthy lifestyle journey, and those around me saying, you don't need to lose weight. But for me, it wasn't just about losing weight. For me, it was about being the best version of myself and feeling better than I had ever felt. With changing my lifestyle and my nutritional cleansing program, I felt unnecessary weight. I lost unnecessary weight and gave my body the nutrition it was lacking. Often when we set our goals and strive to achieve something bigger, we experience resistance. It comes in all forms. You are stepping outside your comfort zone, so you will question whether you should keep moving forward or not. The answer is yes, keep moving forward. No matter the size of the steps you are taking, they will accumulate to help you get closer to your goal. I remember when I started writing this book, I would sit down to write at the computer, and I'd find the words that wouldn't flow like they did when I was exercising. For me, short blocks of time work better. I could take 20 or 30 minutes in my walk on the elliptical and make a brief writing session. Sometimes we have to do whatever works for us to get the job done. So be creative in your journey to reach your goals. Think outside the box to come up with ways to take steps in short blocks of your day. When I'm helping others with their healthy lifestyle, they often say they don't have time to work out or get exercise, or they don't have time to eat healthy, or they get fast food. When we look at their day, they find short blocks of time and during the week when they can do something active or go grocery shopping or even meal prep. It's not that they don't have the time, it's usually that it's not a priority and they let other things come in their routine. It's all about making the priorities and setting the intention to do what makes them happy. It will help them take a step forward. Start with baby steps. We weren't born knowing how to run. We had to learn to crawl and walk first. So give yourself room to learn to crawl and walk before running when we are going for our audacious goals.